are so funny. You're trying to get me to do this stupid shit. And
she just whispered, "I'm a bad bitch," for anyone who didn't hear. Stop. 420.
I'm lit at Disney.
And the kids asleep in the bath.
There we go.
A ball sack station. That's what a business owner looks like.
Did I just clap right in your ear? I
said, oh. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tattoo Homewreckers. This is a podcast where we talk about tattoos, life, and everything in between.
There you go. Nailed it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My name is Callista. This is my very best friend, Lou, right next to me, if you guys haven't seen our podcast before, but I have a feeling you're a return listener. Let me know if I'm wrong down in the comments. But before we get started, what does your gender feel like today?
Ooh, I feel like a leaf that is floating in the air about to hit a really gross, like, dusty corner with, like, cobwebs, and I don't want to go there.
So you're feeling the cobwebs?
Yeah, the, like, anxiety of, like, I don't want to be in a dirty, like, area.
Ooh, what's your cobweb?
What do you mean?
Like, to real life
actual cobwebs, because I was out working in the garden.
Oh, so you're like, oh, yeah, I feel gross?
Yeah.
Totally.
It was grody. It's
Absolutely.
nasty. I was out working in the garden, and I can very happily remove the idea that, like, there's any sort of, like, bugs or anything out there, and then Caboose, like, flipped something over and then had to show me how there's, like, a black widow, and Caboose is currently playing Battlefield 6. It just popped up on the laptop.
The notification.
Yeah, I was like,
He's like, oh, they're podcasting. I'm going to play games.
Exactly. Yeah, and there was fucking slugs and it was just gross. I was like, I don't want to think about all the creepy crawlies out here.
Yeah, while I'm actively working out there.
Yeah, while I'm actively, like, trying to clear out, like, I get it, I'm clearing out your homes, but also, you know, we live in a neighborhood and there are standards.
Totally.
And the renters before us really, like, let that thing, like, fall apart, that area of the backyard. And so we're trying to, like, do our best to, like, bring it back.
Totally.
But now I feel like that, where I'm, like, feeling like, ooh, I'm feeling good. I'm, like, nice and high. Not, like, high, but, like, you know, just riding on life's highs. But then I'm looking at that gross, grody corner, and I'm like, oh, it's about to get bad, y'all.
Yeah, where you're like, I don't want to touch that, and I know I have to, because you're headed right towards that way, for sure.
Gross.
Sure.
What about you? What does your gender feel like today?
My gender feels like a lab rat today. I feel like taking a break from my phone this morning was really nice, because, like, I just was able to, like, enjoy the sunlight and just do random stuff. But, like, after formatting posts, the phone light to me feels like what lab light would feel like to a lab rat. So that's kind of
that
what my
gross
gender's
artificial light.
Yeah, that like white light, fluorescent light is what I'm trying to say. So that's how I'm feeling right now. Yeah, just a little lab rat. Trying to get the cheese.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should look at some more artificial light when we play that fucking cabin game. I keep forgetting what it's called.
Cabin Factory?
Cabin Factory.
Fuck that game.
I'm
It's so
addicted.
Scary. It's
I'm
so
addicted.
Scary. Amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah, fantastic game.
So good. The anxiety it gives me cannot be good for my body.
I will say, yeah, it is the kind of anxiety that, like, it makes you feel so sweaty and, like, hot.
Yeah.
You know, it's like where your body really actually is like going through it. That's what I think of when you're stimulating an emotion. That game stimulates fear so well.
Oh, 100%.
Brother, fucking scary. Yeah, I get really sweaty.
If you know nothing about that game, it is a game in which you check. I have to walk off of screen for a second to let our dog in.
Oh, if you want me to talk. So it's a game where basically you are an employee at a factory, and there's like 8 levels or something like that.
You're good there.
That you need to pass through, because the cabin is supposed to, like, not look the same, but the bones are the same in the cabin. The rooms are all the same, but the props move.
Yeah.
But if the props, like, actively move, then that means it's haunted. So it's your job to be able to tell whether or not the cabin is haunted or not.
Yep.
So that way it clears through the factory.
And then sometimes you get chased by things, and sometimes there's, like, a dead body and their feet move.
And sometimes it's just like they move the scary, like, people, but, like, the people don't move. So it's not technically haunted.
You come in and, like, they're just in a different position, but it's not technically haunted because they're not moving. And then, yeah, it's insane. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
But I'm like fully ass addicted to this thing, like obsessed, especially because it scares Caboose. And something that scares Caboose brings me so much joy. Because when we were like, oh no, you have to go down the basement now. And most of the time you don't have to go down the basement, but the basement door was open. So obviously we're supposed to go down there. And he was like, I don't want to go
funny.
down.
When all three of us are screaming,
Yeah.
it's probably my favorite. And the dogs are like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, they're just like, you guys, this is a bit much. What's going on? But yeah, I'm like addicted to that game. But I can only play video games at nighttime. That's like a weird like thing for me.
I kind of love that though, because it keeps the day like productive for you. You know what I mean? So like that's like your... I would say it's your chill time, but playing those games, your heart rate goes so far up that like I wouldn't say it's chill, but it is fun.
No, it's not chill at all.
Yeah,
but
I'm having fun time.
Yeah, because I think that's what it is that I'm like during the day I'm supposed to be like achieving things and getting stuff done.
Totally.
And not even necessarily out of like a place of like guilt or shame or anything. Because like yesterday I spent the whole day sleeping. And previously like I would have, years ago at this point I would have felt guilty, whereas now I'm just like, whatever, if this is what my body needs, if it just needs to like sleep, then it's sleeping. And then like we've talked about this before where I follow like ADHD, you do as well, so like wherever the fuck it wants to take you, if you're like, I'm gonna be productive here, awesome, that's what we're gonna be hyper focused on. And a lot of times like especially for the business, like I knocked out tons of aftercare boxes and, like,
dude,
we kind of work, and like today you knocked out tons of like social media posts, so we work in like bulk to like get a lot of things done in bulk.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's like the strategy of it all where it's like, okay, so if I get all of these things done right now, then we won't have to worry about it while we actively work on other things that are pressing, you know what I mean?
100%.
Because there's nothing like being behind on everything and then having to be like, oh my fucking god, I could have done this in sections, but now we've got like event after event after event this month, so it's like nice to take a day to like actually fucking prepare.
Okay, continue.
Hi everybody.
Hopefully
we're back after some technical difficulties. I don't know,
they probably don't know that we're back because
yeah.
it would just be seamless for them, so it would just be like,
if I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what we were talking about before this. So
we were talking about childhood trauma.
We always do that, but specifically, no, that is not what we were just talking about, and I completely fucking
we were
forgot.
talking about the cabin game.
Yeah,
and then how I like to do productive stuff during the day, and then that way I can like relax at nighttime. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
well, we're all caught up on the cabin game, I suppose.
Done. Yeah, play that cabin game, y'all.
Yeah, really good.
Okay, so you said you had some questions for me, and I have some questions for you, Callista.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking serious up in here. Why did Trixie and Katja break up? Why is Trixie telling everyone Katja's dead?
They didn't break up, first of all. Second of all, if you watch
sure?
the entire video, Trixie did say that Katja isn't dead. She's just dead to her. So
yeah, which is them breaking up. That's exactly what that means. If I told the world you were dead to me, they would assume that we broke up.
I was gonna say no. I feel like people would assume that that's just what we say to each other. So when I see an interview exclusive with you, that better be the first thing that comes out of your mouth. Dead to me.
That you're dead to me?
Yes, I have.
I got you.
Questions off the top of my dome for you.
Said...
I was gonna play like a favorite and least favorite game.
Oh, okay.
So
I had more unboring questions.
Unboring is really funny.
It's just because that's what the fucking thing says. Because you guys, if you knew how much time I spend reading questions, on the internet, it's insane. Like scrolling through my Instagram and my Pinterest, that's all I'm looking at. I'm just like fun questions, and my Google search is just questions. Like I just like just like questions. Yeah,
insane questions to ask. I love unboring, by the way.
Unboring's so good.
I'm gonna start using that in sentences now. Can you tell me a more unboring story?
Can you give me an unboring tattoo idea?
I would love to do eventually, maybe, perhaps, if we have more guests on the podcast, a favorite and least favorite section. So like figure out 3 things that they love, because I think it does introduce the idea that you can love things but also know that they are flawed. Because I like living in the gray, so that's why I wanted to do this.
Okay.
And we're gonna start off kind of easy because for some, we just have to talk about tattoos at some point in time. Tattooing. What is your favorite thing about tattooing?
Mm. Skin is the best canvas
Nice.
there ever was. My whole life. There's nothing better than skin. Because I've always drawn and like dabbled in like painting.
Yes.
And colored pencils and crayons and spray paint and like chalk. And I think that pastels are probably the closest, but they're never as crisp and clean as I want them to be. And I mean like fine, because if people are like, oh yeah, I can get clean edges. I'm aware that is true.
Yeah.
But with a tattoo machine, it's so like fine and so controlled. It feels like simultaneously the most control you ever have over like a piece of canvas, because you can do so much with it, but also you have no idea. You don't know how well your client's going to sit. You don't know how well like their skin is going to heal. You don't know if they're going to go out there and just wipe dog shit on it.
Totally.
You don't know if what you're creating they will actually love. So simultaneously it is the best canvas and also riddled with so much uncertainty that it can never get boring.
Totally. Absolutely.
Like it's like interior design. I love interior design because every wall is slightly different.
Yes.
Like
every room
you work with
demands something different.
challenges. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the lighting is different.
Yes.
Depending on how the sun hits the room is different. Who's going to be residing in that room is different.
Yes.
The function of the room is different. Yeah, that's such a good way to put it.
And like especially working on like older homes like this home, it's fucking crooked and you don't know like if the wallpaper is just gonna come off for no reason. Like there's all these variables. The same with skin. Like you don't know. Like, is that client gonna have incredibly like difficult skin? Are they gonna be horribly like underhydrated and not be able to like pull pigment in at all? Like there's so many variables that it makes it forever exciting.
Totally.
Along with the fact that it's the best canvas I've ever touched.
Man, it is. It's like a drug, huh?
Yeah. Like, I know I sound like Ed Gein, but I'm like, dude, skin is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
there's nothing like it. There truly is nothing that you can replicate it unless you're actually fucking doing it. It's amazing. Least favorite thing about tattooing?
Right now, I would say the like uncertainty, because I've been so booked for so long, and then like with moving countries and moving the studio, the not having like it's been 7 years since the last time I like wasn't booked out for 3 months in advance.
Totally.
So being back to not having 3 months solidly booked is like that uncertainty is probably it.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't going with like a currently what is a specific instance, but just like generically overall in the industry, the ego.
I was gonna so that was my second question or topic. It was gonna be so the act of tattooing, but the tattaoo industry itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the act of tattooing.
Yeah,
I hate more about the act of tattooing.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think probably I'm trying to think if I could like get rid of one thing. Probably bleeding. Get rid of like it's not super bad, and like most people it's like not, but when it is bad, if like you actually have a bleeder, then it's like, oh, this is so annoying.
Yeah, where it's just like, man, it's just wet.
Yeah, someone just is pouring shit all over your fucking canvas,
and you're like, can I just please
like, my hand wants to slip. It's just ugh. And then you have to not think about the fact that it's blood, which, to be fair, only a small amount of it is, but you have to think about it's not being produced by that person. Otherwise, that's another fucking like sensory nightmare to be like, ew, this is like their body
Can
is
you
like
please suck it
their
up?
skin's fucking jizz over here.
Suck
like,
it back in. Whatever you're doing right now.
Just pull it back in there. I don't like it.
I don't like the smells. I wish.
Oh yeah.
I'm really allergic to cologne and perfume, like really badly allergic, and it just takes me out of the piece. And I've done really good pieces before when someone's wearing a heavy cologne or perfume, but what my client doesn't know is that I have fought every second of that tattoo to just stay in the piece.
Yeah.
So it makes it really hard to focus, especially when you've got like a raging headache and can't breathe.
Yeah.
So,
and I think for me, it's that in between where like, I want you to put on deodorant, but I don't want you to put on perfume.
No perfume, but yes, shower and do deodorant, please. Yes, 100%.
But I think it's like a roll-on deodorant or a stick deodorant kind of thing. Yeah. Not like an aerosol deodorant.
No, because I'm also horribly allergic to that. So that's fun being allergic to everything. One more thing. What's your favorite part about the industry?
My My favorite part about it's probably just the creativity, which I
Yes.
feel like it's kind of a cop out answer because you could say that about like Hollywood and like any of the arts. Like you can say that about like theater, but like I love being in a creative industry
Yeah.
where my brain gets to just do what it naturally wants to do. It naturally wants to like overlay things with bright colors, and it naturally wants to like draw horns on people or draw like a silly face on top of their face. Like it naturally wants to do all that. And that actually gets to be like used. I feel like I use it honestly less in my tattoos because people tend to have a pretty solid set idea of like what they want tattooed.
Yes.
So the idea of like taking the like silliness in my head and putting it into actual tattoos doesn't happen a ton, but I get to use it in like the way that we advertise and the way that like I talk to clients and like respond to emails. It's just more playful.
Well, even interior design wise, the way that the studio looks, but then also when we do like conventions and pop-up events, how that design looks as well. You tend to use all those like colors. It's like an endless pot of creativity, this industry. You can market and brand yourself and present yourself any way that you want in this industry,
and it's like constantly evolving. So it's like the like our business cards being the like Switch and the Game Boy, and watching people like respond well to that when you're like, oh, this is a really like cool idea that I have, but it's also really vulnerable to be like, okay, all these things that we're gonna try, like coming up with how we were holding the stickers was like a really vulnerable thing to be like, this is not, I've not seen anyone do it like this before, but this is how we're doing it. And then when people respond well to that, when they're like, oh my God, this is awesome, you're like, hey, thanks, I thought of that.
It's
and
a really
like
good feeling.
It's just feels very like accepting.
100%.
Yeah, I want to know your answers though. I figured I had to wait till the end, but now
that's okay. If you want to know right now, that's totally fine. What was the favorite part about tattooing? Has to be kind of stealing your answer as well. It just like never gets old.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really good industry for anybody who is neurospicy and needs that like that change of things. And I know that we really do glorify artists who only have one style in their portfolio. They're known for that thing.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that, because there are people who like genuinely are masters at that style, and that's the only style that they want to tattoo. But as somebody who, there's a part of me that wanted that, but there's a bigger part of me that likes change more and can see that there is like a technical service that helps you as well as an artist with every tattoo that you do.
Yes.
So even if it's not something you're particularly interested in, for example, for me, it would be like landscapes. There's a lot of lessons that I learn via tattooing a landscape tattoo that I can apply to the, stuff that I do want to do.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that part.
Yeah.
And then what I don't like, what?
Before you get to the next part, can I do a follow-up?
Yeah.
Why do you think, because I personally have met way more artists. I don't want to say every single one, but every one of them I've had this conversation with wants to be the like is known for one style and is a master of that style.
Yeah.
Why do you think we all share that same thing?
I think we share that same desire because of the way that I'm going to be in my brain, because I haven't been in the industry for too long. But for me, and in the point of time that I've been in the industry, it's how Instagram like favors those people and how your page looks a lot more cohesive
100%.
when you're doing one thing.
Yeah. I think you're
spot on with that.
Well, because when you say that, I'm like, because it used to not be like you had artists, like you had Guy Etchison who like, because of magazines became famous for that, which was, magazines were our version of Instagram at that point.
Yes.
But when you would show like a portfolio spread of someone in the magazine, it would be a variety of styles. And like, I was like, no, I really wanted to like develop one style and get famous for one style and be like, wow, look at you, you're crushing at this one thing. But then when you said that, I was like, I didn't start out with that, which is also why I think there's that base level, like, underneath it that's like, but I just want to be solid. Like every single time an artist flips through my portfolio and we're at a convention and they look through and they're like, this is solid. Yeah. Like that is the like moment where I'm like, you don't give a shit about like specializing in one thing. Like you love new school, but if you said, hey, you can either do some new school and all sorts of other styles, or you can only ever do new school, would get so bored.
Totally. I think I know myself too well to think that I could only do one style for the rest of my life. Because there are inevitably going to be parts of me that's like, I really miss doing fine line stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always. And there's going to be a part of me that's like, oh my God, like I love doing bold lines, but I just know myself too well that I will get bored of that.
Yeah.
If that's the only thing I could tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Least favorite thing I already said, smells. Yes. It's the smells. So cologne, perfume, but also it goes the other way. Your like body odor is not very pleasant. Again, I will fight. I'm not with you, but in my brain, I'm fighting
internally.
To stay in control and in focus 100% of the time of that tattoo, and that's really hard. So I wish it was more socially acceptable to tell people to stop showing up with cologne, or that they had to go find a shower somewhere.
Yeah. To be fair, that is in our email that they get before their appointment.
Yeah, it is.
I did include that because I was like, well, if anyone's going to say anything, I will gladly be like, yes.
Yeah, I'm
absolutely
so, like crazy allergic. Like it's not even funny.
Yeah. You guys want to get tattooed by a little show dog?
Yeah.
That's what it's like owning a show dog.
Absolutely, that's what happens.
Allergic to everything.
Yeah.
That pedigree, like
pooch.
Yeah. It's that pedigree pooch life.
Absolutely. Favorite thing about the industry, same thing. The possibilities are endless. You can reinvent yourself at any point in time. It is really like the world is your oyster with this. You can be as inappropriate as you want, and you can be as PC as you want. You can be as much of an asshole as you want, and you can be as kind as you want, because guess what? It's the tattoo industry. So, and I think a lot of clients, I've noticed this on like a lot of Reddit boards and like the comment sections of Instagram and stuff. Clients are like, I don't know why tattoo artists have like such a huge ego about their tattoos. Like, if I just want to get tattooed, then just fucking do it. It's really telling to me how do you treat service workers, anybody in customer service. We are still customer service workers. So the idea that we don't get a say in who we tattoo or how we want to do things because we're on such an individualized scale is really, really telling to me. I just want to say that right now. But
absolutely.
Anyways.
Well, because if you think about it, if a therapist was like, oh, I'm not actually like the best person to work with you on this, or like, I practice in family therapy, I do not practice in
like individual like
trauma. In individual trauma.
Yeah.
You would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But if I am like, hey, like, I do not enjoy doing insert what I currently do not enjoy, then like right now, which is like fine lines, I'm like, nope, every fine line piece, I'm like, all right, Callie, I don't want to do these right now.
I got you.
And in like 3 or 4 months, I'll be like, oh my God, I haven't done a fine line piece. I miss it.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, okay, I need that. But right now I'm getting my fine line fix in like other more intricate tattoos. So I'm like, oh, I don't need to do a whole tattoo with a 3 round liner.
Exactly. Because you're again, like so many styles are ways that you can still incorporate these skills in.
Like I've been missing doing mandalas. So I'm like, oh, some of my flash is going to have mandalas in it. So that way, because every time I do mandala pieces, they like sell really quick. But I like to do them, slightly different. I want to do it with gray wash, and I want to do with like some color lines. So it's fun to be able to like, again, incorporate like the way in which we know how to work with color into mandala pieces.
Every tattoo.
That was such a good fucking answer, dog.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, 100%. Like there's something to learn from every single tattoo. Just the same way with like every relationship you're ever in. Something to learn from that. What's your least favorite thing about the industry?
I think
you already answered ego, right?
Yeah, the ego.
Cool.
Yeah, they just take themselves too seriously.
Totally.
Like that's why we have the tattoos are dumb shirt, because at the end of the day, we are just doodling on people. And yes, it can be a beautiful, magical, like life altering event. You will tattoo people that I will like. Some of my people that I quote the most, well, to be fair, most everyone I quote the most was probably a client at some point, and that's how I met them, because that's how I end up meeting like specialists in an industry and meeting so many different types of people. But like, it's not that serious. Like, we're just doodling. We're not like saving the world, but we just get to like be a fun part of people's journey. And I hate that like tattoo artists are like, oh, this is a fucking serious industry, in like a shitty way, not in like the, hey, we should take our job seriously, and the fact that we should wash our hands.
Totally.
And like clean with adequate like supplies, but
and knowledge.
Yeah.
Totally.
That part takes seriously, but like the actual like tattoo, like it's not that serious.
Yeah, I don't I'm not a fan of that. If I were to choose a different answer, I would have to say the like discourse on all of the knowledge that's being spread about tattoo aftercare, about application, about whatever the fuck. There's literally one thing that all tattoo artists can agree on, and it's that we can't agree on anything. Because to be honest with you, a lot of the people in the industry will not go out and search for that deeper knowledge on wound care, on like sterilization, even on application. Like I know that all of these famous artists are doing these seminars now, private seminars that they're hosting at their studio. And I think that's cool. It's a good way to learn application for sure of a style that someone is like really masterful at. But there's not really any like HR for tattoo artists to report to. There's not like a I don't know, like a league of people that we can look to for answers. And I think that makes it really hard when like clients come in and they swear up and down that like, well, I've always used Aquaphor, or like, oh, well, I've always taken my bandage off 2 hours after getting a tattoo done, and nothing has ever happened. I'm like, that's a miracle. That's a good thing. But wouldn't you want the extra protection of a bandage? Like, wouldn't you want to set yourself up for a perfect heal?
Yeah, or you look at the quality and you're like, I can tell because the healing wasn't great.
Totally.
Like the amount of people that are like, I've always dry healed, and I'm like,
great.
I can see your holidays. You can't, and that's totally fine.
That's
and if
great.
you think that that's like it, like there are better ways to do it. I realized while you were saying that, I listen to so many like podcasts with specialists as well, who talk about the exact same thing. Well, they'll be talking about like in the therapy industry, the amount of therapists or like counselors is what they call them here that do not do like adequate education.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
no
just
Justice
learn
League to like point us to the right direction.
Yeah.
You know, because no one can agree on anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's rough. It was so rough. So I don't like that part about the industry. This is my third sector of the tattoo talk favorite.
Okay.
Least favorite. What's your favorite thing about other tattoo artists?
Okay. Dude, it's so hard for me to answer like one thing.
I know, right?
So it's kind of like the same coin, just both sides.
Yeah.
I love when tattoo artists clock each other. I love when, because it goes
So
one of two ways. So let me be real clear. Let me back up real fast.
Yes.
You guys are here for the long story anyway. I'm obviously I don't like to talk in like actual like definites, like not every tattoo artist, but for story purposes here, because there are always exceptions. So I'm sure one or two tattoo artists out there per like 100 doesn't have this story. As tattoo artists, we were all the weird kids sitting in the class, not able to like focus. So we had to spend the whole time drawing because the only time you could hear your teacher was while you were drawing, or the only time you could tune your teacher out because you didn't give a shit about it because you knew that none of this would apply to you because you were going to grow up and doodle on people for a living
100%.
was when you were drawing. So we are all those little fucking nerds. Occasionally, like with this one here, you get a prom queen, but like underneath it all, y'all see the pretty face. I live with the goblin that's underneath that.
Period.
And so, yes, she is all warmth and became the prom queen, and she was a great prom queen because she's really fucking nice. Inside, she is still the nerd sitting at the back of the class drawing. Just trying to fucking zone out of life and create her own fantasy fucking world. And that's where all of us are. So when you see each other, one of two things happen. You either see that kindred spirit and you know that like you're a fellow doodler who like didn't feel like they fit into class and probably got made fun of at some point during school. And just felt like sad and isolated from the fucking world and just felt like kind of misunderstood. And so you see each other and you have that connection, or they're the little fucking shit that was in the back of the class that was doodling that even the other doodling kids were like, I don't want to talk to you because you're kind of mean. And those are the ones that you see that are still so like scared that anyone's going to clock that they're just a cute little kid in the back of the class. And that they're with the rest of the nerds. Those are the ones that you will see out and you will clock them and you will smile, and they will act like they don't know how to smile. And they're like trying to be like hard asses, like, no, I'm a tattoo artist. I don't fucking care if you're a tattoo artist. This is my area. I listen to metal and I wear black t-shirts.
All the fucking time.
Yes. And I look like every other tattoo artist. But you can still see in their little fucking eyes, they're just begging for you to think they're cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, like, that's it. It's like,
that's your favorite part.
That's my favorite part, is because, like, if you see another tattoo artist, you don't know which way it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be like, oh man, this person seemed way too cool. They're going to mean mug me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they will be like, lost, like, kindred spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're like, oh, this tattoo artist looks kind of nice. And then they'll literally, like, snub their nose at you and walk past you. And you're like, dog, what does it matter?
Okay,
like,
dumbass. Like,
yeah. You're like, if you're mad about the whole skin situation, new skin's born every day.
Yeah.
People are turning 18 every day.
It truly, again, it's not
Yeah.
that fucking deep.
Mhm.
I know. It is weird. I think
Yeah.
my favorite part about tattoo
Mhm.
artists goes along the same lines. My favorite part about tattoo artists is, for the most part, a lot of us are very shy.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
part of the, like, back of the
I
class.
love that. Yeah, exactly. We're just still, like, shy kids.
Yeah.
Even though, and it's, like, such a weird dichotomy, right? Because tattoo artists, like, get covered in tattoos or, like, piercings or, like, just dress differently. Like, we are meant to, like, stand out, you know?
Mhm.
And that seems to be, like, the majority of all tattoo artists. But for us to, like, put in all this effort and go through all this pain to stand out, to still be shy, is really funny to me.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Like, isn't that so silly? Like, what is that? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I love it so much. I think it's really sweet. It's very wholesome.
Mhm.
My least favorite thing about tattoo artists is, besides, like, I'm gonna rule out ego as an answer because we've already talked about
Mhm.
ego. I think my least favorite part about tattoo artists is a lot of them are really sturdy in the ways that they think about the industry.
Yes.
So, like, it's really hard to find a tattoo artist that's willing to have, like, an opinion, but also willing to, like, hear you out on your opinion.
Mhm.
For example, like, the whole how an apprenticeship should be. Tattoo artists have, like, a really hard line of, like, this is how it should be.
Mhm.
And I think that, like, not being able to be flexible about things is inevitably, like, gonna break you in the end. The only person that is hurting
100%.
is, like, you know what I mean? So to not be flexible about other perspectives is, like, I don't know, I think it's really, it's interesting, especially coming from creatives.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be already flexible in your brain because you're so creative. but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So that's what I don't like about tattoo artists.
Yeah. That's a
Mhm.
great insight.
Yeah, that, like, you're supposed to be, like,
Mhm.
because you have all the neural pathways to, like, swerve, hopefully, and, like, do your thing. But I don't know. Some opinions can't be shaken. So
Mhm.
I had a different answer from this, and then I forgot it, but it was really good as well. Oh, I don't like the performative part of other tattoo artists.
Yeah.
That part is really hard. It sucks to see, like, other tattoo artists feel like they need to be somebody else in order to
Mhm.
stand out in the industry. When in all reality, again, we're all just kids doing our best.
Yeah. We're just asking our friends if they'll come over and let us draw on them.
Totally, literally.
That's all we're doing. Every
it.
time you have an email with a client, it's you just being like, hey, do you want to be my friend and get drawn on?
Are you excited to get
That's
drawn
it.
on? Because
Yeah.
I'm excited to draw on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
What is advice
Okay.
that you would give another tattoo artist? I want to do this in, like, 2 parts. So you'll do one for an apprentice.
Okay.
Actually 3 parts.
Yes.
I lie.
I lie.
For someone who wants to get in the industry,
Okay.
for an apprentice,
Okay.
and for another tattoo artist. Start with a tattoo artist.
Okay.
Because we know they'll dip out of here before we talk about apprenticeships.
That's true. That's fucking true. A piece of advice to give a tattoo artist is that what happens online is literally just the tip of the iceberg. Don't take it too seriously. I think it's hard, right? Because we've all, again, are those shy kids. So to put yourself out there on social media is going to be vulnerable. But at the end of the day, you being able to showcase who you are authentically is what's going to stay in people's brains more than whatever it is that you're producing.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, you could be producing, like, the coolest tattoos in the world. Like, it could be completely revolutionary and so different. Imagine if you had that magic ingredient paired with the magic ingredient of, this is so corny, but, like, authenticity and confidence. You know, it's hard to be confident online, but whatever, dude, just be yourself. Who cares? We're all just on this floating, spinning rock anyways, and we're just monkeys with smartphones. So put yourself out there. People will recognize you, and you'll be able to attract like-minded people if you're being authentic, which is pretty cool. Do you have advice for tattoo artists?
I think I fixed it.
Okay,
You guys
cool.
were having mad technical difficulties.
This episode's cursed.
Okay. Advice for tattoo artists?
Yes.
Not stealing yours because yours is really good.
Oh, thanks.
But I would say just do different shit. Like, accept that it's better to be good at a lot of things than to be great at one thing. And like, yeah, just be okay with diversifying your portfolio.
100%.
Like, try to find joy. If you don't find joy in that, find joy in it. And if you're just afraid that you're like, yeah, but other tattoo artists won't take me as seriously unless I have one style. As someone who gets looked at by a lot of tattoo artists who tell me my like portfolio is solid and it's good work, like,
yeah,
that's great. Like,
yeah,
maybe look and be like, hey, why do I want to like only post one thing online?
Totally. Or like impress other tattoo artists.
Yeah.
Like I get like wanting to be liked by your peers because we all deeply like have that wired in us to be like accepted and liked by our peers. But at the end of the day, if it's not giving you joy and it's also not furthering your career, then it doesn't really serve you. Advice for an apprentice, kind of same thing. Don't pigeonhole yourself into one style too soon. You'll be really, I don't think enough people talk about this. You can like something at the start. When I first apprenticed, I thought I would only be doing black and gray tattoos because I was really into black and gray. And then like you introduced me to the world of color and it was a done deal from then. I fucking love color. I also love black and gray though. That love never like went away. But I know too many tattoo artists that secretly hate what they're doing because they only posted one thing and they fucking hate it now. They're like unable to like bridge out into the world of color or unable to cross the bridge out into the world of black and gray because they were too like focused on this is what gets the most likes, so this is what I'm going to do. And don't get me wrong, like I understand having like money maker pieces, that is like the stuff that people really like from your portfolio, but at the end of the day, again, if you're unhappy, then like who does it serve?
Yeah,
you know. So yeah, don't pigeonhole yourself into one style too quick. You should really be focusing on diversifying, especially as an apprentice. How about you?
That's awesome. I would say it's to remember that the agreement between you and your mentor is an agreement between you and your mentor.
Nice.
Which means that like they aren't trying, like most of them, don't get me wrong, some of them are doing it for money and they're shitty, but most of them are doing it because they want to see you get better, and they're not doing it to be mean to you, and they're not doing it because they're an asshole. It's a lot of time and energy when you are like mentoring somebody, and especially because you're essentially making your own competition.
Yeah, totally.
But that like it can be when you think they're just being a prick, it can just be that like they know how hard it is and they want you to like be prepared for that.
Oh, for sure. I think there's a lot of trust that goes into that, right? Like trusting your mentor won't like lead you astray. And again, it's like that like idea that like, oh, they're being a dick right now, but like just trust that there is a lesson in here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think a lot of people kind of lose sight in that.
Yeah, because I think that like it's super hard because it's that same level of like being a parent where like I don't want to. Like, I don't want you to be in trouble, but I also know that, like, if you did this, like, you would fuck up a client. So, like, or you would run the risk of that. And I don't ever want you to make that mistake because that comes at the cost of, like, someone else's skin.
Totally.
And someone else's body. So I think that, like, those parts are really hard when you're like, oh, I don't want to fucking get mad at you about this, but I know it's serious. So we have to, like, have some sort of repercussions.
Totally.
And I think that a lot of times, like, apprentices will just think like, oh, my mentor's just a fucking asshole, and you're like,
I don't think so.
Are they? Because it's not really fun to do that.
Yeah, it's not fun to like be like, hey, what you're doing is completely wrong. It's actually really awkward and hard.
So I have a question for you. What's your favorite? Because I've mentioned a couple of times for me, my favorite like compliment is people saying like, you're solid, like this is a really good solid portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
What is your like the best compliment you've gotten?
Oh, I think the best compliment I've ever gotten is someone told me that my style was kind of like street art. And I love that because I've always wanted.
Fuck, dude, I can see that.
Can you?
Sorry, not mean to
No,
interrupt
it's
you.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get into like spray
Yeah.
painting and like I used to say tagging, but like, you know, I would actually want to do like
Yeah.
a mural or something
Mhm.
like that. But yeah, I think that's the best compliment I've ever received. I've received it so far from 2 different people, and both times it felt really good. I
Mhm.
was like, that just like, I don't know, it felt really nice. So I was
That's
like, thank you for
awesome.
seeing me and acknowledging that like I do take a lot of like inspiration from street art.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's probably the best compliment I receive.
I love that.
That or from clients.
Yes.
The best compliment I can ever receive is my parents fucking hate tattoos, but they saw mine and they really liked it.
I love when people say
Isn't
that.
that cute? Where you're
Yes.
like, oh.
And then you get to tattoo their parents.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
You're like, fuck yes.
'Cause, like,
You hated tattoos.
a lot of parents don't realize, I shouldn't say parents in general, but like I would say like older parents didn't realize that like the tattoo industry has completely changed, and yes, it's turned into a fine art, right? So
yes.
you can get these tattoo and like having their kid come home with a tattoo they didn't think was possible is just so cool.
Yeah.
And that's really sweet, and I love that. And again, it shows like a very flexible mind, which I'm super into, where it's like, okay, this person hated tattoos, but upon seeing new evidence, it's like, oh great, like I actually like that. Like that's really sweet. So I like that part. I think we didn't do did we do a least favorite? Or no, we didn't do advice for you.
Oh.
Or did we?
Oh, we did
Advice
it
for
for
an
apprentice. Oh, you didn't tell people that want to get in the industry. There you go.
Thank you.
Good. That gave me time to find this.
I
'cause
got
lost
you.
The other questions I had.
My advice for anybody wanting to get into this industry is do your fucking research. Oh my God. Ask yourself why you want to get in this industry. I get it. It's a really cool job. I love this job. It's amazing, but it's also, I've been saying this, please, if there's anything you leave with this podcast, it's 50% of your dream job is still a fucking job. It's
Yes.
not going to be fun 50% of the time. I should honestly like bare minimum 50% of the time it's not going to be fun.
Yeah. It's just going to be a job that you're going to.
Yeah. And tattooing also is just the tip of the fucking iceberg. I know I said that with like social media, but like actually I would say 80% of tattooing is actually just admin. It's the boring shit.
Yep.
It's the shit that you don't want to do. So that's all I want to say for that.
That's great.
What about you?
Just talk to more tattoo artists.
Nice. Yeah.
Just because one of them told you they would offer you an apprenticeship, don't just go with the first one.
No.
Talk to a bunch of tattoo artists. Just make a list of every tattoo artist that's in your town and try to hit up every single one of them.
Totally.
Before you decide who you want to go with and like if this is a community that you want to be a part of.
Oh, tattoo artists love free food and free caffeine.
Yeah.
That you're in.
Coffee, energy drinks.
Yep.
Cup of tea.
Free pastry.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'll buy you a coffee and a pastry if you come talk to me. That would get me over.
Oh,
honestly.
I mean, that has gotten us over a bunch of times where people are like, would you guys be okay to like meet for a coffee and I like talk to you guys about like apprenticeships? I'm like, yeah, we'll be there. What time?
Yeah, what time?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like, tomorrow?
Cool. Because that's
tomorrow
what I want.
sounds like a great day for a pastry. Like,
literally.
Yeah, 100%. If you want to schedule a meeting with me, if you want to talk to me about stuff, you better promise me coffee and a pastry on you.
Yeah, on you.
I'm not paying for it then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Fuck. That was so good, dude.
Thank you. Introducing a new segment. Woo.
I like that.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Do
I
you have
forgot.
questions for
No.
me? Unboring questions.
Yeah, but I'm having fun talking tattoos.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
I was like, let me read one. What is a weird, like, habit
Okay.
you have when it comes to tattooing?
A weird habit that I have when it comes to tattooing, I think.
Yeah, like before you tattoo, you have to like do something or after.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's good. That's really, really good. I think my weirdest habit, for a while, I had to listen to the same song to draw before my appointment. And it was, what song is this? It's by Kendrick Lamar. I can pull it up. It's by Kendrick Lamar. And genuinely, this song whenever I was out of creativity, if I listened to this fucking song, instantly I was good. It's called The Recipe by Kendrick Lamar. The Recipe, literally, like, it did not matter where my creative battery was at. That's my, like, trump card. If I listen to that song while I'm drawing, I can make whatever happen.
Wow.
There's something about that song that, like, fully rewires my brain into being creative again. It's like shortcutting into that, like, creative space. Don't know why. It could just be that I love Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. But that is a weird habit of mine.
That's great.
How about you?
I have to do 3 sizes of a tattoo. Oh. Even when someone doesn't want 3 sizes, I'm like, I have to. Yep. I have to do it. And sometimes, sometimes my client doesn't want to see them.
Totally. They're like, I don't know, you pick.
Yeah. They're like, this, whatever. What was the size I sent you? And I'm like, you should know.
You should know because, and also it's different. Like, I don't trust that my clients know because it always looks different when it's on your body. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah. So I always have to have 3 sizes.
I did notice that. Mm-hmm. I never bothered to ask, but like, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Cause I'm like, that might not be it.
Yeah.
And like, I learned when I was younger, I would either go slightly larger or slightly smaller, go and put the stencil back on. It would get that like glow when you're like, that's the perfect piece. Mm-hmm. And so then I just started being like, oh, just in the off chance that like one size is not it, you just go above or below.
Love.
And you know that one of those 3 will be the correct size.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I am mildly devastated anytime it's not one of those 3.
Oh,
where I'll be like, I didn't size that right. Like I continue to surprise myself that it was not perfect 100% of the time.
Yeah, that is hard because it's like, man, I gave you 3 options though. One of them should have been right. I guess I just suck.
Yeah. And it happens like maybe 2 clients a year. And I'm like, I'm devastated.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe that this happened.
I can't believe it. I did the test 3 times and all of them failed. That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
I love that. I love that like weird little after a tattoo, I think all tattoo artists do this. I mean, if you don't, I'm so proud of you, but like after a tattoo appointment, if I don't have one lined up right away, it takes me fucking forever to tear down.
Oh my god, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. My hack for that, if you also struggle, is after you bandage your client up while they're grabbing their items.
That's so smart.
Do like a half tear down, like get rid of all of the dirty stuff and
while
just leave the stuff that you have to like,
totally.
Because you've done your bandage gloves, and I don't know about you. Typically, like my bandage gloves, I don't because I cleaned them with a pair, and then I put bandaging ones on, and they don't touch a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
So then I can at least grab that like excess waste, toss that, and that way like at least half of it's done.
Yeah.
And then I sit there for an hour.
Totally. It's the fucking, again, it's the energy exchange. People, oh my God, the energy exchange of like touching someone for hours and hours and hours is hard.
Being in pain with someone.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because you can feel that they're uncomfortable or they're in pain.
Yeah, because you're actively touching them and they can feel whatever. I really hope that whenever I'm like chilling, my clients feel chill. I think that's normally how it goes. But sometimes, again, like the pain is just too much that like they start to freak out. And that's where I'm like, okay, let's try to bring it down. Let's try to, be as calming as possible. But it's hard, man, especially when you're tattooing like really rough areas. It makes me feel really bad. There's no part of me that likes hurting people. I love tattooing people though.
Yeah, it's a hard thing. Cause I'm like, I wish that like it didn't hurt whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that way it would be like, that's where it would be perfect.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is your favorite part about clients?
I think it's like, I mean, this is like the most cheesy like me answer. And it's the like providing people with like information, like teaching people.
Nice. Yeah.
Like that's something that like I genuinely love. And it's hard because that's like right up there with like getting to know people's stories. But I just love the exchange of information that goes back and forth.
Totally.
So you can like meet someone and their like concept for their tattoo has been like this like set thing, and they put all of this like worry into it and anxiety, and then you get to just be like, well, I mean, does anyone really care about that? And you like set them free of that. They're like, oh, you're right, that doesn't make any sense, that's crazy. or you just get to like talk to them about like, okay, so this is the way the skin works, and this is like, I love it because it's a body, job. So you get to talk to people about their bodies, and I get to like teach people about weightlifting, and like it's just so like all encompassing of like that exchange of information. Because then clients do the same thing where I'll be like, oh yeah, this like I had this thought once, and they're like, oh, you should probably get checked for that, and like. I'm like, oh yeah, I get this like weird pain here, and they're like, oh well, that's a thyroid problem. And so you like, they also teach you, and then you get to just like, it's just a constant like exchange of knowledge back and forth.
Absolutely.
Like so much of what I know in my life, I know because like
I had a client that did
I had a client that did that, or I'm like, oh, I had a client who fucking cut up dead bodies, and like you get to learn all about that from people who like love their fucking jobs.
Totally. It's really awkward when they don't, but they still, you still get information.
So. Oh, yeah. I can tell you so much about bank tellers. I've tattooed so many bank tellers over the years, and like what their job is, because that's like my favorite, like to ask people is like, okay, no, in detail, tell me about your day.
Yeah.
Like I want from the time you wake up in the morning, Tabitha, till the time you hit your head at night. I need to know like, what is it like having children? What is it like having small children? What is it like having, like, explain to me how you have to prepare breakfast for all these people. Totally. How do you know what to do?
And how do you eat for yourself? Like, do you section off time, or is it just if you're lucky it happens and then
and how good are you at planning that that like given the traffic on this specific day it's going to take 11 minutes to get to your kid's school instead of the normal 4 minutes. And like if you don't leave here in the next 2 minutes you're going to be late. Like how do you do all this? Like it's so crazy. And then like how do you feel when you do it? And then you just get to learn all this stuff. And then like you just walk around with all these, like I just feel like a massive collector of like other people's stories.
Yeah, totally.
And that's like so like, I don't know, just beautiful of like the human experience is you're just collecting other people's stories and holding them for them.
Absolutely. Getting to know people on a deeper level. Yeah. I know that. I feel like that's also my favorite part about clients is it's very like, I shouldn't say specific to the industry because it happens a lot with like hairstylists as well. And recently I found out that this happens with drag queens too. People just randomly trauma dumping on drag queens.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, same thing.
Because so many drag queens are either your hero or it's someone that you see as living like their most authentic self. Like they took all of society's rules and they said, fuck your stupid arbitrary rules. I want to be fabulous.
Totally.
And like
I'm gonna make I'm gonna customize my sim the way I want to, regardless of what everyone else thinks. So like it's like that authenticity gives people the permission to also be authentic. And then for us, I think yes, it's a little bit of authenticity, but it's also it's already intimate and you're already in pain. Yeah. So you're able to just talk about whatever the fuck else that you normally wouldn't talk to with like your hairstylist. Yeah. Because you're already like, well, whatever, fuck it, let's dig into it. You know? That's my favorite part about clients is the trauma dumping. I just like to know people's stories. I like to get to know people. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a great part of the job.
I agree.
It makes me sad when I have like a really intricate piece and it's like a silent session where I'm like, I'm sorry, you cannot talk because you're gonna move.
Oh my God.
And like,
totally.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I have to use all of my brain cells to focus right now because unfortunately, like this tattoo, I shouldn't even say unfortunately, but like I really want to do a good job on you. Yeah. So, yeah.
And some tattoos just require more like
energy.
Yeah, energy to be like focused on it.
Because it's like depending on where it is located on the body. Like I can't tell you how many times that like I've like been like, listen, I'm really sorry. I really want to have a conversation with you, but this is literally on your chest. And like you cannot speak to me. Did you just snort?
Oh my God, that's so
fucking
true
chest.
though.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
or it's like,
I'm tattooing like the base of your neck and you're having a conversation. Yeah. Do you not feel that the muscles are moving?
Yeah. And people like, just don't know. Or like, hey, I'm tattooing your arm. Please don't move your other arm because it does move your entire body. Yeah. Like, I just need you to not.
I think if you took, here you go. I know a question. What are your top 3 phases or phrases? So if I were to tell someone like, these are 3 things that like I've heard her say a million fucking times. What are your top 3?
Top 3 is, are you ready, Freddie?
That's cute. You got that from me.
Yeah, 100%.
I never noticed that.
Always ask people that when right before I'm about to start. That's okay. Now it's like become like my everyday vernacular. Everyone's name is Freddie. Freddie is a universal name for everyone. So it's always that. I always top number one.
I got that from my dad, so that's really cute.
Are you ready, Freddie's just adorable. It's cute. It's also really funny because like you're about to go into like an actual procedure that requires me being exposed to your blood. So it's like such an unserious statement. So are you ready, Freddie? And then
so
second phrase that you'll for sure hear me during a tattoo is let me know if you need to take a break at any point in time for literally any reason.
Nice.
Like, I don't give a fuck what the reason is. Just let me know. I don't care. And then third phrase, probably, I don't know. Third phrase is probably, I always ask people how they're doing or like, oh, if they have anything fun going on today or if this is the fun thing. That's what I say.
That is true. That's really cute.
I say that a bunch.
When you said you didn't know that you were like, I really wanted to be like, that you have to go pee.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Because you have the bladder of a toddler.
You guys just be lucky that your tattoo artist is hydrated, okay? I'm taking care of myself. But it's so shitty because
Fuck you, bro. I got 4 drinks over here. You only got 2.
That is true. That is true. Well, to be fair, I don't know if I actually have the bladder of a smaller dog, but that's how
I think
it
you
feels.
do.
That's how it feels.
Yeah.
And the ADHD too, I think what happens is like, it's not like a buildup of the feeling. It's I'm fine, and then it's a oh my god, I need to go right this second.
Yeah.
So.
And I only get that every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I do feel bad for you.
Yeah, because like again, it's not like a rising feeling. It's like either I'm cool or it's an emergency, which sucks.
Yeah.
So like I have to like I'm like a fucking kid. I'm parenting myself where I'm like, even when you don't think you have to go, you should go. You know what I mean? Like. I had a rule for a while when we were traveling. If other people are using the toilet, you have to use
I have
it
to
too.
do that too.
Yeah.
But I'm like, look, you have to.
You have to.
Because we're not stopping in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want to be that person and be like, oh my God. So, yeah.
Which is so silly because, like, as friends,
who cares?
We don't care. No one's like, oh my God,
not
we have
again.
to stop.
Didn't we just stop?
Yeah, like, no one's saying that. Cabisa's not saying that shit to me.
That's
like,
a childhood trauma shit, though.
Oh, well, that's what I was going to say is you and I went the other way. My parenting to myself is, okay, well, if you didn't go pee, then you have to hold it. And I can hold my bladder for so long, like concerningly long periods of time. Because I will just tell myself, well, if you didn't want to go, then you have to hold it. So that's sort of parenting I'm doing for myself.
Oh, no.
The other morning, I ran out of the house to get to the gym hella quick, and I hadn't had time to go pee. That's how late I was.
Danger zone.
That's because the girls were like snugging me. I went in and then immediately had to start the workout, so didn't have time again.
Danger zone.
And did the whole fucking workout with like an overnight bladder. Like right before we started, I was like, oh no, you might have to like stop and go pee.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you were not stopping to pee in this workout. Yeah. So you're gonna finish this workout with burpees and jumping.
Just fucking jiggling or sloshing around.
And then got done with the workout, went and peed, and was like, hey. That's cool to know that, like, you still have that much control of your bladder. But I am like, what happens when you don't? And you've just fucking peed, like, 4 gallons.
I almost pissed on a horse at Yellowstone. Awful. First of all, horseback riding should never be longer than 2 hours. This is a 3-hour horseback riding excursion. Yeah, bro.
If I'm on something for 3 hours, I need a snack break and I need a potty break.
100%.
You're telling me you want me to be on this horse and I'm not eating snacks?
Yeah, and I'm in Yellowstone where there's fucking animals everywhere and there's no potty places and like we're just going and I'm on the laziest horse alive. Oh my fucking God. It was awful. I don't think I have bladder control, but I do think about horseback riding and I'm slightly traumatized. That was awful.
I'm proud of you for not peeing on that horse.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. What is your top 3 phrases? Sorry.
This is cold. I'm sorry. Every time I hit people with my soap.
It's really nice. It's really sweet.
I don't always time it correctly, so sometimes I hit them and then I say this is cold.
This is cold, sorry.
Yeah. But because I hate the cold.
Yes.
So I try to be like nice to people because when you hit me with that fucking soap, it hurts. It is so fucking cold.
Man, I love it.
I'm like, oh,
I'm
fucking
so sorry.
no. I hate like, and people are like, oh, I like when I'm being wiped because it's like fresh and cold. I'm like, no, I'll catch a chill. Fuck, fuck, I got that guy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know now. I'm trying to think. My whole aftercare terminology is one.
It's one thing. Yeah.
One thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like that part, like my brain genuinely turns off, and I'm just on autopilot telling people how to take care of their tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
It's then fun because they'll ask you questions to like confirm, to like make sure they understood what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I can still just do that on autopilot because I've done it enough that my brain's just like, this is the information you're asking. But every once in a while, someone will throw in a curveball and I have to like come back online and think about it.
Totally. The bending and moving part of the stencil you say a lot.
Oh, yeah.
This will move with you.
Yeah,
Take
make
a
sure
look
you,
at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then that like it's a full contact sport. So if my boob touches you,
yep.
I'm not hitting on you and I'm not gonna assume you're hitting on me, but my boobs are gonna touch you.
That is something you say a lot.
Yeah.
And it is true. Every word of that is true. So
because you've been tattooed by me plenty to be like, oh, there's just a boob on me.
I think
now.
that's the thing with tattoo artists. A lot of the times, like you don't even register until like you're like 15 minutes in holding someone else's boob, and you're like, oh,
dude, I tattoo. I'm really bad about inner thighs because I do not think about that being close to someone's genitalia.
Totally.
Until like we're 3/4 of the way in, and I realize that like the way that I've stretched, I've got a nut sack like on half my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to town. And like, to be clear, as someone who has like the upper inner thigh done, like damn near to the taint, that spot you are not thinking about like much. You're just kind of surviving.
You're just trying not to move and scream and cry.
But every time that person wipes, you're like, oh, that is really close to my bits.
Totally.
Every single time. And I never think about it when I'm tattooing. And I tattoo like quite a few garter belts on men. I love my job.
Yeah, it's amazing. On men specifically,
yeah,
too.
on
It's
men.
so funny.
Like, or yeah, it's mostly, I wouldn't even say just like male person. No, it's these dudes like identify as like men.
Yeah. Hard motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then like and then like I've just tattooed also on people that just own testicles and don't identify as men, and I never fucking think about it. And same as like the chest, I never think about like the boob, or if I'm like doing a rib and I just move it out of the way.
Yeah.
Until I'm like, oh, you have just had your hand like touch her fucking.
I don't think about it unless I can tell my clients thinking about it, and then I get weird. I'm like, oh God, sorry. But then I'm like, why am I apologizing? You wanted your boobs tattooed.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, whatever.
Yeah.
God.
I usually, it's like most of the way through, and then I'm like, oh my God, you've just been like flicking this dude in the ball sack with your pinky this whole time.
Happens, bro. It
Sorry.
happens. Again, full contact sport.
Yep.
So at least he has other pain to think about.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, don't do that. Okay. What is your win for the week?
Win for the week has got to be, I would say taking it easy. I haven't been really like indulging in any shameful thoughts when it comes to what I did get done or what I didn't get done.
Nice.
So that's a win for me.
That's huge.
What's your win?
I got to work outside in the garden today.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, because we are prepping for another bout of travel, and we're trying to like streamline that.
Again, we're doing a lot of the like work that would have stressed us out beforehand in loads, big waves, so that way we don't have to worry about it while we're on the road.
Yep.
But that also just it's a lot.
Yeah. So we'll have travel bottles as opposed to like bottles at the shop, just to make it like easier for like pack up and not having to like unpack everything.
We literally have a go bag for tattoos now.
Yeah. Now we have like, and they're like big giant pink totes that we walk in with.
Yeah.
And so we have 2 big giant pink go bags for tattooing.
Yeah.
And then I today like had the cricket going, and I was like, I just want to be outside and I want to like go work in the garden.
Totally.
And I worked in the garden for a while, and
I'm
I got to do
very
weed
proud of
whacking because I fucking love a weed whacker. So much fun.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
I love a lawnmower too. I just like tools, actually.
Yeah,
I'm going through everything. I was like,
okay, lesbian.
And I was like, and the blower. Like I got to play with all the like gardening tools today.
Yes.
So that was pretty dope.
That's
okay.
Good.
What?
Proud of for today?
Yeah.
I'm proud of running today.
Nice.
Yeah, it was my first time like doing anything like sweat provoking in a while, and it was pretty good. managed to hit like a really good like pace at one point. I was like, dang, I'm going really fast. So that was nice.
That's awesome. Dang, I'm going really fast.
Yeah, it was just so weird. Like, this is faster than I normally go, I think. And I was like, this is really fast. I was like,
that's
wow.
good.
Yeah, so
that's improvement.
I'm learning how to run. But you know, what can you do? How about you?
It's fine, because then you'll eventually be like, oh, we have to run a marathon.
Yeah.
And then, because my plan, my hope, you guys, my hope. When we first started working out together, is I was like, one day this bitch is gonna like run a marathon, because I do not want to train a marathon by myself. More accurately, I just don't want to run a marathon by myself.
Totally.
And I don't care if the pacing, if we stay there together. It's just knowing that someone I know is also doing it with me.
We're on the same like plane ride together.
Like parallel play to me.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, well, you're getting older. You're gonna run a marathon soon. And then I was just like, nah, dog, you'll run a marathon when you make friends with someone who's not like a marathon runner, but it's just the avid runner that's like, oh no, I need to do this now. I've hit this milestone.
Yeah, right.
So I've been patient for so long.
Should we start training?
Hey, it's whenever. I'm not rushing it, because I'm gonna fucking like ADHD that training and do basically
hyper focus on it.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
also do like 4 times and then not do it and just run a fucking marathon.
I love that. I love that so much. That's technically what you guys did for like the Spartan race, right? You were like, we'll for sure train, and then you were like 3 trainings in, like, okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, I ran up a hill once. I did hill sprints. Literally once, and I was like, I am not doing that again
Until
unless it's
the day.
like game day. Like, absolutely, that was so painful.
Totally.
No, thank you.
Totally.
And then on game day, did the fucking hill sprints, and was like, and I never have to do that again. Like, I am not a like practice kind of person.
I love that so much. Yeah, you're not a warm up person either. You're like the first round is a warm up.
Yes, that's the first round is a warm up for you to know
like how it's feeling.
Yeah, how you're feeling that day.
If you want to go faster, or if you're cool with like the pace you're going, or even if you want to take it easier.
Yeah, my brain does not have like the capacity to do like. And I've been really proud, because I've been going to the gym now for like 8 weeks.
Yes.
11 weeks. I don't remember. I just had a little thing on there. And yesterday was the first time I've worn my headphones inside the gym.
Yay!
I made it that long. I'm like not allowed to do it too often, because otherwise I'll just go straight back into just listening to audiobooks.
Just not talk to anybody.
Not talk to anyone.
Completely
but I was
non-verbal.
like, I've been really proud that I'm like, no, you're not going to wear your headphones. You're going to have to interact with people. And I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
ugh.
You should be very proud.
Yeah.
Is that your win for today? What you're proud of for today? What are you proud of?
What am I proud of for today? Is I'm gonna cop out and say the podcast, because we've had a ton of technical difficulties.
What the fuck? This episode was crazy for no reason.
Yeah, and it's taken us multiple days to be able to like sit down and do it, because it's just been insane here.
Yesterday we were supposed to, and you had a migraine, poor thing,
Yeah.
and it knocked you out for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
But to be fair, that day was like a chill day. Like it's just like actually gather ourselves before we make this push of doing the things that like we'll be missing out on if we're traveling.
Yeah,
you know,
because then for the next 6 weeks, it's like, yeah,
crazy.
full out. So, all right. On
Cool.
that note, like, subscribe, all the stuff. I don't actually think there are any buttons on the sides of these things, but
No.
like, I think they're all here.
Yeah, they're down below.
So do that stuff. Please leave us comments. And also, if you are the person, I think it was Nathaniel from last week, who
let us
know about the video has now been corrected. Thank you so much. I have no idea how that happened.
Nope.
But now it's something for us to keep an eye out on.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you.
I have to pee.
Bye.
Bye.